Guys, welcome back to War Collectibles. We're back with another video of this year's Attax collection. This time picking up the Mega Multipacks, which we're getting the chance of the exclusive fired up Harry Kane card when you get these ones from Smyths Toys. So we're looking at these ones today. Obviously then you get a couple of your Star Boys and one Ball Master exclusive edition card. So we'll see if we're going to get lucky in not just one, not just two, not three, but four of the Mega Multipacks. So we will, I'm not really sure the best way to do it, to stand them all up. So we're going to get into them. We're going to have a look. Obviously we've had a review of the cards themselves, so we'll see how easy it is to potentially pick up the fired up card, as well as then looking at some of the other limited edition Star Boys, because obviously you start off with two of those limited edition cards with Erling Haaland and Kylian Mbappe in your starter pack, and then this is the next way of getting some of those limited edition cards to add to the collection before then going on to the Gladiators, which obviously we opened in the last video, and then we will at some point see the little mini booster tins, which will be the worldie. So again, four different types, four different editions, where you're then getting the three exclusive cards to those tins, but then you're also looking at getting one of those Star Boy cards in there as well. Possibly slightly better value on these particular packs, because you're looking at $11.99 for these across the tops resellers. You're getting then $9.99 for just the 28 cards. You're getting $14.99 for the 45 cards plus the 3 exclusive editions. So you're getting the same amount of cards with 48 in these Mega Multi-Packs as what you do in the tins. But obviously you're not just then getting the limited edition, well, the specific Gladiator edition cards. It's just a bit more generic in these ones. But let's get stuck in and see how we get on. So going off of attempt number 1 to find the Harry Kane. So there we are with the cards. So again, just highlighting that this year they're doing the Scream Team, you've got the Star Ballers, and then the Queens of Europe. So obviously not as many monthly editions as what they did last season, but you are still going to get some of those Scream Team, Star Ballers and Queens of Europe limited edition cards. So looking forward to seeing those when they come out. Obviously in each pack you're getting the 12 cards times 4 packs, and then we're also getting the mini pack, which is going to have some of your Star Boys, then your Ball Masters, and hopefully a Harry Kane. So let's go through the standard cards first of pack number 1 and see what we're getting. So if we go out there again, McGregor, Canate, Chabot, Caicedo, we've got Ndogi, Garcia, McTominay and Stanisic, before we then start to go into our sort of the insert cards. Now it looks like we've already got a Star Boy coming up in this one, so even getting a limited edition in the standard pack this time, which we're then getting an Archie Gray. So obviously we haven't had a look at these sort of Star Boy limited editions, but great design again. I can't lie, I do very much like the inserts that we're getting across this year's Attax edition. Great design, obviously picking out some of the stars to potentially watch out for across the Champions League, Europa League and Conference League. So there we go, our first one in Archie Gray. We're getting our Magic Memories from Neymar. We've got our Man of the Match wildcard in Pau Torres. And then finishing up with the All Action, we've got our Ryan Gravenberch. So, as we said in the last video, I mean, the designs on all of these cards are looking fantastic this time round. So let's get back into these again. Odegaard, Gakpo, Haaland, Moreno, Zaire Emery, Victor, Costa, Ignacio, and then pop those onto the wrong pile. There we go. And we've got some of these in reverse. So let's go for, looks like it's going to be our heritage card, which it is. Going to be of Kerbal. We've then got our Stealth Strike, first hit on Lamine Yamal for this year's edition. We've then got a Dembele counter-attacks. Obviously just going over the sort of memories and highlights of years gone by. So this will be from last season. Just looking at the kit that you've got in there. So Dembele doubles Paris Saint-Germain's lead in the UEFA Champions League knockout match. And then to finish off, we are going with what looks like a man of the match of an Emre Can. Okay. Mittelstraad. Fuller. I'm going to go with Doku, Nweri, Taylor, McKennie, and would you look at that, we've got a Hall of Fame card coming up, and if it's who it looks like in that little snippet, it's a very exciting one. DeMarco, and then we are hitting the Ronaldinho on the Hall of Fame. I mean, what a player he was. What a showman. So he's also got the Match Attax Fan Award. I don't think we saw that on the Schweinsteiger that we got on the last video, but what a hit that is. Lovely, lovely card to get. So hopefully, I mean, we're getting some pretty decent cards at the minute. So fingers crossed we're looking good for a Harry Kane, but you never know. We've got the Van der Ven on the Heritage. We then got another counter-attacks with Harvey Elliott. So Liverpool's superb defensive performance is rewarded with Elliott's late strike as he slots home from a corner to give the Reds a 1-0 victory. And then we're finishing up with another man of the match, this time with Jude Bellingham, which good to see him back on the bench. Obviously I hope Real Madrid don't rush him back too early after his surgery, but yeah, good that he's back playing already. Final of the 4 standard packs in multi-pack number 1. So let's just slide those forward. So we've got Jones, Courtois, Barcola, Trapp, Marlin, Oblak, Napoli, Davies. We then have a reverse again, so let's just go on to the Heritage card, which will be next. So this time for David Raya. We're then seeing the Stealth Strike of Barcola. We then have Brandon Johnson for the All Action Heroes, a man of the match for Saliba. Okay, first chance, number 1. Here we go. Let's see the limited editions for the Star Boys, and if we then actually come across the Harry Kane in there. So we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4 cards. Obviously, we know that we're getting a sporting card to start as a finisher. But there we go. We've got our Ballmaster of Musiala. And those designs, I mean, a really nice matte finish to the card itself, and then just highlighting with those slightly more glossy textiles that are on there. But a great looking card again. We then have coming up our Star Boy of Desiree Doué. And again, I mean, some of these seem to be sort of going a bit more on a colour match. Almost for having the bluer background for the PSG kit. So be interesting to see how it goes with that. It looks like they're doing a bit more of a goldy design based on a white kit. And then you get in the blue, which looks fantastic. Set back against the PSG kit. So we've got a Doué. We have a Ethan Nweri. And then we've got a Gwenda, if that's how you're pronouncing his name. So, I mean, as far as the first 3 Star Boys go, you're not going to go too far wrong with having those guys in your team, I don't think. Some good attacking options there if you would have put them in your 11. So there's some of your Star Boys to go in for pack number 1. So not a bad start. No Harry Kane. So let's get on to number 2. Try and keep it moving nice and quick for you, but as ever, the packs aren't always the easiest to get into. So let's just make sure that we're not missing anything as we've opened that one. So again, the standard pack, the limited edition cards, and then your 4 normal packs are in there. So let's fire through these, see if we get anything interesting this time round. So we've got Schleldrup, Shabitzer, Yates, Rogers, Kujanov, Koke, Kim, Balde, and then into our inserts we've got a Memories of Jerzy Dudek. I mean, that is a throwback for those Liverpool fans. 2 penalty saves in shootout to help Liverpool win the 2005 UEFA Champions League. I mean, that is a proper throwback on that one. And then we're looking at Vinny Jr. on the Stealth Strike. We then got a man of the match in Mendes. And then which way up are we on this? So we are the right way up on that one. And then we're looking at Inaki Williams on the All Action Hero. So got something again in this one with the black edge around the card. So we'll see what we've got, whether it's a black edge or anything different, if you can see that in there. So let's start it off though. We've got Chan, Emre Chan, we've got Chris Wood, Kirkesh, Arsenal badge. We've got Hakimi, we've got Valera, we've got the Sporting badge, and then we've got Gamozo. It looks like we've got a black edge edition. So this time we have got someone from the Champions League. Looks like it's going to be a Bukayo Saka this time round. I mean, the matte finishes on these cards do look great. And then After that, we then have a Showboat for Adriano. We then got the Heritage of Ranieri and a Man of the Match for De Bast. Next one again. So Cup Champions coming up in this one, but we've got to start with Carvajal, Salzburg logo. We've got Lewis Hall, Sanchez, Johnson, Nkape, Upamecano, Rafinha. Let's go for the one behind for the Magic Moments, which is then going to be a Donnarumma. And another Vinny Jr. on the Stealth Strike. We've then got Chris Wood, All Action Heroes, and Iniesta, winning 4 Champions Leagues with 133 appearances and 11 goals in his career as the Cup Champions on that one. Final of the 4 packs before we get into the limited edition cards. And again, something else out of these 4 coming up with the black card there. Although it's not one of the Black Edge editions, so it looks like we've got another Stealth Strike coming. It's just going to be in the reverse. So, Endo, Mbappe, Havertz, Doué, Guimaraes, Goodets, Juventus, and Jan Sommer. Before we then get PSG this time, so we'll have a look at Cambiasso on the Heritage first, and then we've got another Barcola on the Stealth Strike before going to a Showboat for Ronaldo. I mean, we've seen 3, well, in the last video and then this video, we've seen 3 of these Showboats cards now, with all of them being Brazilian forwards. So there obviously seems to be a bit of a running theme with these at the minute. And if we spin that round, I mean, 2 fantastic players right there, with a Ronaldo and then a Cup Champion of Lionel Messi. And those stats down the bottom there, 163 appearances, 129 goals. I mean, can't go too far wrong with those sorts of stats, can you? And then 4 Champions League titles to go with it. Okay, this time around, limited edition cards. We have Benfica on the back, but we'll start off with a Ballmaster Mo Salah. Again, another great design. We have the Starboy of Hato. Quite a nice design with the all red on that one. We're then looking at Endrick before finally getting into Antonio Silva. Again, sort of the red on red design looks fantastic, as well as then the sort of the bluier design that you've got against the PSG card as well. But yeah, some great options again for the Starboys, but still no Harry Kane, so let's keep looking for these. Gosh, I'm really going to struggle there. Okay, so as we get into these again, so we've got our 4 normal cards, our standard pack. Making sure that we're not missing anything in there. So 4 again, limited edition. We'll go through these. Oh dear, we lost that one down the back of the table. make sure we're stood up nicely for that. So Orsolini, Gravenberch, Valverde, Lewis Skelly, PSG badge, Schick, Torres, Porto badge, before getting into the inserts of counter attack again for Harvey Elliott, Stealth Strike Cole Palmer, man of the match William Saliba, before cup champions of Mr. Virgil van Dijk. Okay, another thicker card there. Looks like another Black Edge edition. Schmeichel. Orsnes, I'm going to go with. Nick Pope. Konsa. Man City badge. Diamonde. Dodo. And Goretzka. A bit of a mind blank as to how we're pronouncing that one for a second. We've got another Blackhead edition for the Champions League, going for Marcus Thuram. There we go. Again, like the Atletico Madrid one that we found in the first video. Slightly off centre on that one, which does sort of make it look a little bit strange. But there we go. So a Marcus Thuram before getting into Heritage. David Raya. We then got a Magic Memories, if we're up the right way, for Rodrigo from a couple of seasons ago, before getting into a man of the match for Dezers. We're then looking in the next pack at Mohamed Salah, Endrick, Ekatike, McGinn, Akanji, Barella, Lukaku, and Jonathan Tah. Before the reverse, covering up Jan Sommer, and a Magic Moments for Gareth Bale. And a Jan Sommer before your man of the match of Alphonso Davies. We can see all of those. And then a Stealth Strike yet again of Barcola. Lastly, the standard packs. Okay, so we've got Terzic, Stuttgart badge. We've got Miranda, White, Marquinhos, Grimaldo, Klassen, Cooper Miners, and then inserts. We'll skip past that one to start with to go for a Showboat of David Villa, a Stealth Strike Vinny Jr. again. We've got an All Action Mario Götze, before getting into a Cup Champion of Diogo Godin. We'll now see if we have any better luck trying to find Harry Kane. So let's get into this one. Starting off with another Musiala. We then have Musiala back to back popping up in there, before a Savio or Savinho. Nice design with obviously using the away kit for Man City on the green. And then finally we have a Gavi for Barcelona on the Starboy. So 0 for 3 at the minute. Last pack. Are we going to get lucky with finding a Harry Kane? I'm not quite sure on what the ratios are on that. So I don't think it. I don't know if it does make it obvious as to what chances you have got. I can't remember if it was in the original game guide. But let's get into the final Mega Pack. Leave that there for the updates coming soon. Before we go and get the 1, 2, 3, 4. And then your final pack there. Get straight stuck into the 4 normal packs. Okay, so with an Alisson, we have a Militao, an Estavio, Vicario, Ake, Ndor, Ito, and a Pedri. We have for Stuttgart, Dennis Undav on the strike, a David Villa, Magic Memories. We haven't quite come across that one yet, I don't think. So this one is for score stunning strike in Barcelona's 2011 UEFA Champions League triumph. We're looking at a heritage of Bernardo Silva before going into a man of the match for Reece James. Getting on to our next one. Okay, a few badges come up in this one, bollocks things. Benfica. We have Garassi. Nottingham Forest. We have Gabriel. João Neves. Newcastle badge. The Athletic Bilbao badge. And then a Victor Gyökeres. Obviously getting him with one of his last photos before moving to Arsenal. We're then going with a heritage for Donnarumma. A stealth strike Kai Havertz. We then have a man of the match, for João Mario. Before a final cup champion, again Champions League, going for Xavi. I mean, we've hit 3 out of the 4 of that core group for Barcelona over those 4 Champions League wins. So we've got Messi, Xavi, and Iniesta. Obviously, just looking for that Busquets now, if they actually did it, just to complete that set for those Champions League victories that Barcelona had over those good few years under Guardiola. To the next one here. Okay, starting off with a Matt Sells, the Liverpool badge. We have Mendy, Pacho, Gordon, Leverkusen badge, De Gregorio, Bastoni. Getting into the heritage of Ranieri again, and then going for the stealth strike on Moise Kean. We'll go with the man of the match first at the back for Jude Bellingham, and then we're getting another Andres Iniesta on the Cup Champions for the final standard pack and our last chance to try and find that Harry Kane. Let's see where we are. So we've got Clark, Newball, Chelsea, Romero, Silva, Barrios. We have Aguisa. We have a Paulinho, now obviously at Tottenham. A Newcastle, could be a stealth strike, but we'll have a look at Magic Memories for Donnarumma. Stealth strike, Anthony Gordon. Mickey van der Ven on the Heritage. And that magic moment for Brennan Johnson. So we're already starting to see quite a few duplicates pop up across these ones. Let's get into here and see if we've been lucky enough. So our Ball Master this time is another Mohamed Salah. So we haven't done too well on the Ball Masters. We're doubling up on those, so we're only seeing 2 of the Ball Masters that you get in Salah and Musiala. But we are doing quite well with getting different limited edition Starboys. So Joe Bellingham this time for Borussia Dortmund. We're then looking at Florian Wirtz for Liverpool. And as we saw, it's a Rangers option. So this time, Hefty for Rangers. So 0 for 4. Harry Kane still eludes us, but just having a quick look, I mean the Starboy editions for the limited editions. I mean some fantastic designs on those. So looking forward to collecting more of those for the complete collection. We hit a couple of the black editions, which again, I think they're sort of 1 in 13 packs, so not too bad getting 2 out of the 12 packs that we opened. So doing quite well on those. The design on the Ball Masters look fantastic, even though we did get 2 Musialas and 2 Salahs. Slightly disappointing that we didn't see more players there, but it'll be interesting to know if the exclusive ones to Smyths, if anyone's getting anything any different out of those, or whether you're having better luck with the variations when you're going through other retailers. But then hitting the Hall of Fame for a Ronaldinho is not bad going as well. So previous years we were actually struggling a little bit to try and find some of these Hall of Famers between me and Artie, but yeah, out of the 2 videos that we've done, finding two Hall of Fame cards is not bad going, and what a player to find this time round. But that concludes another video with us here at War Collectibles. We hope to be back again soon with trying to find that Harry Kane. But in the meantime, if you're collecting yourselves, good luck. Hope this video helped. If you're watching it purely just to see what cards we're getting and comparing them to your own collection journey, then I hope you've seen some good cards, good ones to get excited about. And for those of you that are just watching, just because you like this style of video, then maybe like and subscribe. Any other videos that we then do, you'll be able to get notified. And if you like the video or any of our others, please drop us a like. Take it easy, guys, and we'll catch you in the next video.